The following announcement is paid for by the Wrestling with Nerds.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hey there, the name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. For some unknown reason, enjoy.
This honky tonk man, greatest intercontinental champion of all time, and you're watching Wrestling with Nerds podcast. Yes, that's my favorite. Shake, rattle, and roll.
What's going on, wrestling nerds, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. We're talking about this week in wrestling and leading up into tonight's NXT Heatwave from Lowell, Massachusetts. What's up, boys? It's been a little while.
It has. What's up, guys? How we doing?
I'm working on like 2 hours of sleep.
Well, that's what you get for being a new dad. That happens.
I love it though. I got just like 4 or 5 hours last night with them, so
It's good to be back. It was a well-needed break. I think we can agree on that.
Yep.
The last left. It was the review of SummerSlam live from my hotel.
I thought that was badass though that we had you on location. The only thing that would have been better is if you were walking out of MetLife Stadium doing the review and just having everybody behind you and all that.
It would have been nice for me to do that and get ran over in the process. So yes, you're right. It would have.
You get run over?
I mean, it is New Jersey and New York. They will run over.
I wouldn't be surprised if people just stuck behind you because you were like yep, just drafting off of Ryan.
I mean, if they did the press conference stills, we could have sent Ryan to the press conference and asked some questions.
That would have been amazing. That would have been fun as hell.
Do we think they didn't do that press conference because of Brock and they didn't want questions about Brock and the lawsuit?
Probably.
Yeah.
But guess what? Who cares? One thing I learned over the time period with us being off is that the IWC is nothing but a bunch of really big crybabies and hypocrites, and I haven't listened to anybody on the internet for probably 2 weeks now, just because I got tired of hearing the whining and complaining.
Okay.
But yeah, so what do you want to talk about? Or can we say that anymore? Is that trademarked now that it's a podcast? Can we say that anymore? By the way, if you had not caught this week's podcast with Becky Lynch, very, very, very good listen.
I did not.
I have not seen that yet either myself.
I was saving that to help me go to sleep at night. That hasn't happened.
No.
I've been awake.
You got to listen to Becky to go to bed?
I mean, makes sense. So, Ryan, I see you have a really awesome shirt. I'm pretty sure that's Robinson in the chat. What's going on, dude?
Oh, yes. I finally got my Hogan Legacy shirt.
Nice.
Along with the other 2 red and yellow Hulkamania shirts that I ordered the week prior that finally got here. The only shirt that I ordered before SummerSlam that's not here yet is my We're Not Friends shirt. So, looking forward to that one.
Before they break up, because you're going to get it as they break up, watch. Just like everybody got the Y2AJ shirts and then that week, done.
Hey, speaking of which, have you heard the rumor mill about?
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to get here until the new year, apparently, unless they cut him off of his, contract. They release him. Which
you mean Tony Khan? You want Tony Khan to cut people free early and not keep them prisoner in catering? If it was the WWE, the internet would chastise the WWE for holding people in their contracts for a certain amount of time, but yet when AEW does it, nobody bats an eye at it. Hint, I don't know, Ray Phoenix, Britt Baker. The list goes on and on and on.
I want. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead, because I have something pretty substantial here.
I was gonna say, like, since he left, he's always talked about that. I don't think he ever wants to go back. But why all of a sudden now there's a change of heart that he wants to come back?
Because he's not wanted there anymore.
I could see it. Okay, that's
and
a good point.
And all right, Ryan, you could probably back me up with this because you listen to a hell of a lot more wrestling shit than I do. No matter what promotion it is, the WWE is the main place to be.
I don't care.
And if you're Chris Jericho, and I don't know what goes on in his head, obviously we don't talk to him. I want to go because he's eventually going to end up in that Hall of Fame. You don't think he's going to want one more final run with the company that is most likely going to put him in the Hall of Fame relatively soon, within the next 5 or 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, have you noticed the people that have left AEW, or better yet, the people that have left WWE to go to AEW have all come back to WWE whenever the fans of AEW have chewed them out and threw them away? Jericho,
the only person
Cody,
that
Rusev?
has literally left and not come back yet is
Dean.
the Big Show.
I thought you were gonna say Dean.
I was gonna say Moxley. Yeah,
Moxley. But I mean, every time Moxley loses a match, it's rumored that hey, he's leaving for the WWE. Like literally, every time he loses a match, it's like, oh, he's leaving for WWE now. It's like, are you that scared that your top guy is leaving every time he loses a match that he's going to WWE?
And it's like Edge and Christian are still over there too.
Yeah, but wait for their contracts to be over with.
I'm telling you, if you are,
they our weeks off. I've watched both products a little bit.
Are you buying the pay-per-view today?
The
Forbidden
Door? Probably not.
Because we usually try to watch their pay-per-views. You know,
they try to kill
somebody. When there's more than 10 people in the stands.
They literally rushed and totaled the entire Perimeter Christian storyline by, instead of waiting it out and playing the game of they don't get along at the moment, they literally have Edge come out
to save him,
to do his entire entrance, pyro and all, runs to the stage, runs back to the other side, while Christian's in the ring getting his ass beat. And then literally the following week, they're friends again and they're attacking. Like, there was no build whatsoever to them coming back together, like, at all. Like, great booking, AEW. Good job.
It never makes sense to me on if you're doing a save, and this is any show because it's happened wherever, why are you hitting your entrance? Granted, music hit fine, but you beeline to the ring.
You shouldn't even be, if you're coming out to help somebody, two things should always be a factor. One, music hits, you beeline to the ring. Two, you shouldn't be in ring gear.
Unless you had a match or having a match later.
If you're surprise return, you shouldn't be in ring gear. I don't get some of their booking, some of their stuff they got going on. Ospreay gets injured with his neck, gets taken out in the main event at their Texas pay-per-view, comes out on TV and says that he's got all this bad neck problems and all this other stuff, that he's going to have to take some rest. And literally like 3 weeks later, he's back and he's going to be in a 10-man cage match debacle. It's like, come on now.
I mean, at least Adam Cole spoke up and said, yeah, I'm not doing this.
It's just, but yes, you were saying before, WWE, I don't care if you're an internet hound or if you AEW mark. I don't care if you watch, especially this past couple of weeks, because I've been going back and forth. Well, not back and forth, but I just keep making posts about it. But I don't care if you watch 60 other independent promotions.
Which we got 2 to talk about in a second because stuff has happened.
And take your do your TikToks in a bathtub so that people will watch them. Only if
Watch
somebody
me or
would
I'll
throw
drop the toaster.
if somebody would throw the toaster in there, they'd be a lot more entertaining.
Jesus.
The WWE is the end all be all. There is no bigger company in wrestling than the WWE. I don't care if when you're anybody that's still wrestling today didn't grow up saying, I want to be in a makeshift or company that's going to come up around WWE. No, they all wanted to be in the WWE. They know they'll make their most money in the WWE, barring independents. If you're Matt Cardona and those types in the independents,
Which we got to talk about that in a second.
Or you could be
But
Mercedes Maroon and have 9 titles.
it's just, yeah, at this point, nobody cares. Nobody cares that Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks, whatever her name is, has 9 women's championships across the country or across the world. She's still the 4th of the 4 horsewomen. Although she put herself on a Mount Rushmore, which just shows how egotistical she is, because no person puts themselves on the Mount Rushmore.
Is it true that she said something to Bailey this week and said, like, come challenge me or something?
Yeah, they had like a spot where they talked about it, and she said about one more match or something. I don't know.
So what? Charlotte, Bailey, Becky, Sasha?
No, you got to put Becky above Bailey.
Yeah, I would put Becky above Bailey.
But I mean, it's just I just don't care anymore.
But no, back to what I was saying, Ryan. That, they always talk about how awesome their crowd is and how everybody loves AEW and hates the Fed or whatever they call them. But yet they chew out their talent and spit them out. I thought the learning tree was cool. For what I watched, I thought the learning tree was cool. Did it run its course? Yes. Did it last a little too long? Yes. But just like Cody, they chewed and threw out Chris Jericho to the point where goodbye.
You're gonna find it very interesting when you watch Cody's podcast this week about Becky, because they talk about Becky's book, and Becky makes the comment to Cody that Cody should write a book, and Cody's comment was, I would love to write a book, but there's a big part of it that's behind a lock and key that I wouldn't be able to write about until somebody else wrote about it. So as good as wonderful as what AEW fans prospect AEW to be about, Tony Khan is not as much as Vince gets blasted for his non-disclosure agreements and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't seem like Tony Khan's not afraid to have them signed either. If he's got his wrestlers signing them just so they can't bash his product for being as much shit as it is, then that's on him.
I'm all for other promotions. Don't get me wrong, because in the end, it gets the wrestlers the more money. Like, competition is good.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I watch AEW as little as I do, because their storylines are crap, and it's always the same people shoved down our throat doing stupid shit that's gonna get somebody hurt. And what just happened to Ospreay?
Well, they tried killing somebody.
What's happened to Adam Copeland?
Hmm?
Darby Allin?
Yeah. And today they threw somebody over the top rope and about killed somebody because they were landing on their head, almost.
Like, I love that they have so many places they can go.
They need what AEW needs is AEW needs agents
OSHA.
in the back to tell them no.
They need OSHA.
They need OSHA.
They need smart agents in the back that aren't about the oh wow factor, that will say, let's do something a little different to save your body.
Because that's what they're doing.
Plain and simple.
People are going there, giving up everything, and then coming out on the other side with nothing left. And it was, what, a 2, maybe 3 year run for some of these guys?
Do they have even like health insurance or anything like that?
Oh, well, Tony Khan pays for all of their insurance.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I
because
don't know if WWE does. I know they
he's got that Middle East money.
doesn't WWE, everybody's on their own in a way, but WWE will set up the doctor's appointments for them to go. Because I know
I think
Punk talked about
so.
when he
I know
fucked
it.
up his.
I know it used to be that way when Vince ran everything, but with TKO now running everything, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard about anybody having to pay for their surgeries. I could be wrong, but I
I
would imagine TKO probably does a pretty good job of
that
taking care of people.
that Punk interview a year and a half ago with Arias Swanee, I think that's what his name was. He
Yeah.
said when he tore his
Labrum.
His tricep.
tore his
Labrum,
tricep, that night WWE set him up an appointment in Alabama for him to go.
Mhm.
That's what he said, so I'm going off of that. So I would assume if they don't pay for it, at least they're
Yeah.
doing that.
While we were off, there was a couple of big announcements going on. The WWE and ESPN have formed an alliance.
I love it. I already love it.
A lot of people gave it a lot of pushback until they got
Red.
smart enough to read what the product is and how it works. But I don't think everybody knows exactly
I
how it
could
works.
I
AJ,
could
you want to break it down?
So, if you have cable and have ESPN attached through your cable provider, you most likely already have ESPN Select. That's along with Hulu TV and the Disney Plus and
So,
ESPN bundle. You
so
have
now it's
Select.
not ESPN Plus, it's ESPN Select.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
if you have an ESPN Plus, like I used to have just ESPN Plus. It's ESPN Select now.
Okay.
But I have Hulu Live TV bundled with Disney Plus and ESPN. You go in and check your account. It says Hulu Live, no ads, whatever you want to, whatever, / Disney Plus / ESPN Select. I didn't have to do anything. I'm not paying any more money.
Mm-hmm.
If you have it through YouTube TV, same thing. The only time you have to pay for it separately is if you don't have ESPN through a cable provider or through a YouTube TV or Hulu. If you just want that without anything else, then you have to pay the $30 a month. Because I was nice. It was nice because my money didn't go up. And I was able to just pop up ESPN, click the watch, and holy crap, there was everything.
I have an unrelated question to this, but I will ask you off the air based on another sport that you and I like to enjoy come October for this service.
Hockey?
Yes.
Hockey's going to be fun.
It just seems like ESPN is trying to get their hands on everything that's sports related because now they're even working out a deal with baseball after they were leaving baseball.
Yeah.
I think they're
see.
getting smart with what they're doing. I think they're putting some good people behind producing this stuff because baseball sucked on ESPN this year. And for what I'm reading, they're putting smart people behind like hockey, baseball. Thompson and TikTok. Disney is bent on killing everything. I don't think so. I think they're killing themselves with Disney shit.
AKA Star Wars.
Yeah, we don't talk about the last three. The only one we talk about is Rogue One. Solo wasn't bad.
If we're talking about Star Wars, I'm heading out.
He's like, I'm out.
But I think it's a smart move for WWE to go to ESPN just for the fact of what's Peacock? I don't know. What's Netflix? Everybody knows Netflix, which is still internationally, that's where you're going to get your pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're like certain people have a VPN and watch commercial free. But everybody knows where to find ESPN.
Yeah.
ESPN is a huge brand,
It is.
which is located about 25 minutes away from my house. But that also ties into where people can watch WWE. Because I can tell you, my ESPN Select is integrated within my Hulu and my Disney Plus.
So are they keeping hockey like on the if you had like the ESPN Plus only subscription, is hockey still available with that, or do you have
To
to
my
upgrade?
to my knowledge, whatever you had before
Uh-huh.
moves into ESPN Select.
Okay. I would assume Red Zone is the only thing that you would have to upgrade based on
I mean,
if
I
you
did
wanted
Red
to.
Zone through
YouTube.
YouTube because
Okay.
I'm paying $13 a month for Sunday Ticket and Red Zone
Gotcha.
because I like promo codes. And I have 3 accounts. I can do it 3 times.
There you go.
So other than that confusion that caused mass hysteria for like a week's time, where
But
it's just like
I
just
understand it to a point where it's a change. And
WWE.
people have to adapt to a change.
You have to think about it this way: TKO took both of their products and they flipped them. UFC is now available. It's going to be available without paying extra for it, and WWE now is the $30 thing on the ESPN site. They
So wait,
basically flipped them.
we're gonna get UFC pay-per-views for
It's Paramount Plus and CBS.
Paramount Plus. There's only a couple of them I think you have to pay extra for.
I mean, I haven't watched UFC outside
Because
of
we're not paying $80 for
Yes.
a card. That's
Yep.
why.
Yep.
See, my issue is WWE. You know, you're in for a 3-hour card. You could buy an $80 pay-per-view at UFC, and every match is over in the first minute.
Good, but they'll drag it on to give you a 3-hour show of filler. But
Yep.
if you break it down, if you think about the amount of pay-per-views that you're getting now on WWE, or if you broke it down to $30 a month, if I'm paying $30, that's what we paid back in the day for one pay-per-view.
Because you think about it too, Ryan's got a
And
good
I
point.
watched both shows, so it was $60, $70 a month for pay-per-views.
Is
And
that
that's a
why
good-
you tried Yarharing it on a certain box?
That's why I went to my grandfather's and used his cable box any chance I got.
Arr!
And you think about it too. Let's look at it this way. Peacock's last pay-per-view is going to be Clash in Paris this weekend. And then in September, they're going to have WrestlePalooza. Pat McAfee's going to return to for WWE for people that's not paid attention to that.
I
He'll
have
be back
comments
in
on
September. We can get to that in a second. Then that basically starts the whole shebang for ESPN Select or Plus or Unlimited, whatever they call it. WrestlePalooza, then Survivor Series, and then you go into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they're getting two early pay-per-views. They're basically using it as a preview thing for the two, because you're getting WrestlePalooza, you're getting Crown Jewel, and you're getting
Crown
Survivor
Jewel.
Series, and then
Yeah.
you're getting 2 Saturday night's main events in the process that's going to be on Peacock.
Yes, that's correct.
So I'm all for it. I don't at this point. Wrestling fans are going to watch it and find a way to watch it no matter how they need to find to watch it.
They're just going to complain. They're just going to complain to begin with.
I love the ones that were complaining about paying $30 a month to watch it. Meanwhile, they're scamming it off of one of their buddies' logins on the Wrestling Network or Peacock or one of them to be able to watch it as it is. So, just keep bitching? It's just it's pointless at it. And everybody knows that this is part of TKO's way of trying to get out of debt. That's what companies do. They fell behind. They're in debt. They're doing whatever they mean. By the way, they're in debt, and it wasn't all because of WWE. Yes, but they know that WWE fans will pay for their product way before UFC fans will pay extra for their product.
Yeah.
So yeah, ticket prices are up. Ticket prices are going to drop as soon as the debt's up. As soon as they're back on track, all ticket prices will go back to normal. All of the pay-per-view things will go back to normal. It won't be outrageous to do things anymore. But this is part of the process when they're in debt. Jesus Christ.
But let AJ talk about your what you want to talk about.
Oh, I like Pat McAfee. I love his show. I don't like the one-offs.
I'm fine with the one-offs. Who says he's ring announcing? Who says he's going to be doing play-by-play? Triple H said he's just going to be there.
Oh, okay. Fair point.
And what if him showing up for WrestlePalooza sets up him and Graves for WrestleMania?
That's a good point too.
I miss Graves in the ring.
Because Graves is cleared to wrestle. He's been cleared to wrestle. So now you got Corey Graves on broadcast, and now you're gonna have Pat McAfee show up, and you think Corey Graves, the way they built the story earlier in the year about Graves, that he won't have any kind of pushback to McAfee showing up? It makes
that's
sense.
A good point. That is a good point.
Makes tons of sense. One more thing to hit on while we were gone. It's kind of a really, really small thing, and then it's up against a really, really, really big thing.
Triple Mania.
How did everybody enjoy Triple Mania?
I love this integration. I know a lot of people are pissed because it's WWE soaking
I know
up
why
something
Mike.
else.
I know why Mike looks disappointed over there because
Dom
the greatest Guerrero. I mean Mysterio ever didn't win the championship, but hey, he gets another shot at it.
He does. But I thought overall it was solid.
People are pissed, just like with TNA, that WWE is WWEing everything. I feel it is more exposure for that company to have some WWE superstars go over there, have some phenomenal freaking matches.
If it was WWE and doing more WWE stuff, do you think that one person in the Battle Royal makes it out to the ring?
No.
Exactly. They were there to watch it. They're there to help production, which I don't care if you're an AEW fan. I don't care if you're a GCW fan. I don't care if you're a Rev Pro. I don't care if you're 60 other million promotions a fan of. Nobody does wrestling production the way WWE does it. So if that's what they're there to help with, because if you've not watched TNA, their production's gotten a lot better with WWE helping them.
Yeah.
And I love how them rumors are starting to spike up too. And all I want to say is I said it at WrestleMania that WWE is going to have TNA in their possessions by the beginning of the year.
You think it'll be NXT TNA or just TNA?
We're getting ready to touch base on this NXT Heatwave.
Before we do that, I have.
Say his name, man.
No, at least one. Somebody showed up at GCW to help Shotzi Blackheart, or whatever her name is now. Shotzi.
Here we go.
It's Shotzi Blackheart, or it's just Shotzi.
Beat
Shotzi.
Matt Cardona.
It's not a work. I thought it was a work.
It's GCW though. I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H or Hunter or whatever you want to call him just went, "Go, we have plans."
And I love how people were like, Killer Cross is back. Keep in mind, his shirt just said Cross across the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was awesome.
Wasn't there a shot at SmackDown where he was in the background?
Somebody said that. I have not caught on.
Wasn't SmackDown over? Was SmackDown in the US or was
No, they were in Dublin.
It was in Dublin.
Yeah, that's a very fast plane ride if that happened. But
well, I mean, that was in the afternoon on Friday, and they could have put him right on the WWE jet to GCW. Where was the GCW show at?
I couldn't tell you.
Let me do it. I'll find it.
Trying to remember the other one I had. Darn it. Holy crap. It's really bothering me right now. But no, Heatwave is coming up tonight, I think. I think we're going to have a watch along for that. But
yeah, the part of that I wanted to call out was if you've not been paying attention to the promos for on TNA at least, they wasn't calling it NXT Heatwave. They were calling it WWE Heatwave.
Oh.
The promo feud between JC Jane and Marsha Slamovich and Dana Brooke. I'm sorry, Ash by Elegance. Um, their promos the whole time they were referring to it as um WWE Homecoming, not NXT Homecoming. I mean Heatwave. Sorry, I'm looking at GCW Homecoming.
But Heatwave tonight. Where is it? There it is. From the Lowell Memorial Auditorium, Lowell, Massachusetts. It's not a big place
Oh,
at all.
so it was a GCW Homecoming Part 1 is what it was. It was Atlantic City, New Jersey. So yeah, if they would have thrown them on the WWE plane, they would have been there in no time.
But we're probably looking at right around 3,000 people in that auditorium for tonight.
Nice.
I don't know if this is in order, but I'm just going from top to bottom here. Jordan Grace versus Blake Monroe. Holy shit, what a first feud for Blake Monroe. I genuinely feel like these two want to murder each other.
And who knows? Maybe you'll get blood tonight during that match.
And if that's the case, I hope Blake Monroe is still wearing white. Because then it's like the CM Punk thing. Whenever he wears the light trunks, he's usually going to bleed.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to this match. Jordan Grace has been amazing since she came over. There's been a couple times where her talking is kind of like stuttering over herself for until she catches it. But her in-ring stuff has been absolutely phenomenal. Blake Monroe coming over here, that first tag match with Jordan, just to get her feet wet, feet in the door. That ceiling is very high for her, especially that last match with her and Toni Storm in AEW. She could work. I think her being in NXT, learning the WWE style is going to make it 10 times better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guru?
I mean, I think it's a great matchup of two people that are practically new to the WWE world as far as things go. I don't see Jordan being. I don't think Jordan can take another L. But
Do you think she would lose credibility?
I don't know about credibility, but just confidence level. It's like you brought her in here to destroy her. She's not. I don't think she's won anything significant in a while.
If you want to turn her, you keep her losing and mentally break her, or
I don't know. It'll be interesting. I would almost bet that this match ends in a no contest.
or you think they just kill each other and the ref throws it out. Next, Mike, do you have anything to that match?
No, I just think that I could see the point of if you keep having Jordan Grace lose, you can turn her, but at the same time, I could see it in a no contest either way, just because it's really like Blake Monroe's first big pay-per-view match. And it's like, I mean, they could pull the trigger and have her win, but I'm like Ryan, I could see it in a no contest.
Second match is Hank and Tank versus two members of Dark State, and they do not know which two members it is going to be. It'll be Dion, Osiris, Taekwon? Is that what it is? And Cutler?
Yeah.
That's basically going to be like they're all four going to be on the ring apron and two are just going to enter. That's probably how it's going to. And it's probably not even, the bell's not even going to ring immediately. They're probably just going to beat the crap out of each other. And then once the ref gets something, they'll ring the bell and they'll start the match.
Yeah, I would say this is where Hank and Tank drop the tag titles.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like Hank and Tank?
All right.
Because I just feel like they're another version of Heavy Machinery.
They are very much so.
Which one's the shit? Otis and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Tucker.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Still
Tucker.
trying to figure that out.
Mike.
I could see Dark State winning the tag titles too.
Yeah, I think all three of us are in on that. I I'm not into Hank and Tank. Like I think their entrance is cool and how that all that is, but once the bell rings, they have a couple moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Third match: JC Jane versus Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance in a triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. I still see JC Jane holding on to this because of Masha and Elegance not wanting the title to go back to TNA.
Yeah, I could see the same thing.
Like they're gonna fight on who's going to represent TNA with the championship, and then JC Jane's just gonna watch a finisher happen or a pin not a pin, but and just yank, pin, done.
Yeah.
And I also wouldn't be surprised if you get Jasmine Nix and Fallon Henley out there as well, kind of playing buffer, because it is a no DQ match, a triple threat match. So
Chaos ensued.
people are definitely getting involved, especially the Elegance girls. Ryan?
I think Jesse J's still got the hot hand on this one, and I'm just the more and more I look at this card, the more and more disappointed I am.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say I'll be racing Talladega tonight, so I won't watch.
Yeah, I'm just not digging this card at all.
I am completely on the opposite of that. There are a couple matches I can go to the bathroom and grab a drink for, but the Jordan Grace match and Blake Monroe, I'm excited to watch. Hank and Tank, really don't care. This triple threat match that we were just talking about, yeah, definitely want in on that. The Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, and Lola Vice triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. It's got to be Jada Parker's turn, right?
I say if Jada Parker doesn't win, we riot, in my opinion.
Like I'd be okay with Lola Vice too, but it's got to be Jada Parker. I mean, they're putting Lola Vice in every spot, everywhere else. They're giving her the notoriety, here's her at Triple Mania, here's her doing this. They're setting her up for something. But
the next match is so disappointing to me that it should just be on a Tuesday night episode of NXT.
Chelsea Green and Ethan Page versus Tyra May Steele and Tavion Heights.
Yeah,
You're disappointed with that?
I was gonna say
care less.
I like Ethan Page and Chelsea Green as a thing.
So do
I like those two together.
You're gonna give me the LFG girl and Tavon Heights versus Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. I don't care.
Have you been watching NXT?
A little bit.
Did you see the thing from Tuesday that they did? The peace treaty stuff?
Yep. I saw it.
I thought it was fun.
Well, yeah, I'll give you Chelsea Green and Ethan Page are gold, but I just don't care who they're facing.
Oh.
It's just then again, this could be a Tuesday night main event on a Tuesday night, but you're gonna give me a Heatwave pay-per-view, and I mean, I'm just gonna say it. You're gonna give me no Sol Ruka or Zarya at all. I mean, Sol Ruka is your North American Women's Champion, and she's not even on the card.
I mean, it's kind of like Julia being the United States Women's Championship, and she's not on a card.
I feel like we haven't seen her in forever.
Julia?
Yeah.
She's been doing backstage segments with Kiana James.
Oh, okay.
They're building for her and Michin for the U.S. title.
Woohoo!
But
hey, don't say anything bad about Michin.
Hey,
That's Ryan's girl.
Whoa. It's my bad Bayesian. You don't say anything about her. It's just, but this is NXT, not main roster. They're not trying. Yes, they're fighting to put TNA titles on this card and NXT titles on this card, but like the North American title is the only women's mid-card title in NXT and TNA combined, and it's not even on the card. You don't even have her intertwined with any TNA people. And for God's sakes, this main event, I've seen it. We've seen it already. Can we
What's the main
move
event?
on? Oba Femi versus Javon Evans for the or the NXT title.
Yeah.
We've seen it already. Can we move on?
That number one contenders match from Tuesday between Trick Williams and Javon Evans, in my opinion, was a 5-star match.
Is that the one where Trick got thrown into the announce table and he landed like?
No, that was Javon that got pushed
Oh, it was
over.
Javon.
into the
That
table.
was the Lion King, where Scar throws Mufasa into the wildebeest, basically. That's where I took from that. And it's not just that part that was like, holy crap. The back and forth, the physicality, they know each other so well, so when they land strikes, it means something. I'm okay with Oba and Javon because that match 2 or 3 months ago was phenomenal, and I would be ecstatic if this is where Oba drops the title and shows up soon. Very soon. And maybe beats up somebody big on the main roster. Possibly, I don't know. You're feeding people to Sheamus, so let that be his first match, and then let him take out somebody else up on the main roster. I think Oba is ready.
I don't disagree with you one bit about Oba being ready. It's just, is the main roster ready for Oba?
Yeah.
That's a great task for the main roster then.
And where he fits in on which show do you place Oba Femi?
I'd love to see Oba and Braun. I think that already happened at NXT, but
You're gonna bring Oba in as a face?
You can bring if he goes with Braun, he'd be a heel.
No, I think you meant against Braun,
could you
right?
imagine a heavy for that? Another heavy for that faction?
The Vision,
Yeah.
the faction that now has a name after he wins the world title.
Yep.
The Vision. I mean, I know Michael hate this idea, but I can see Oba coming in and taking out the entire Judgment Day.
I mean, he's not wrong. I could see it.
At once.
He's not wrong. I could see it.
I mean, could you imagine his big head hitting Lord Farquaad in the face? It'll look like
I
a
just
rugby
made your
ball
head
being
smaller.
punted. I don't know, dude. This card, I don't know.
There's maybe 2 matches I can care less about. The other matches I'm excited to watch. I'm trying to find a better word for it. But then again, Ryan, you've said you weren't excited for a card before, and you're like, holy shit, is this good?
Yeah, but that was more. I don't know. I just.
Any other business you guys want to hit before we close up shop? And
Well, let's just be fair, and we'll look and see what's gonna happen over on the other show. So on 0 Hour, it'll be Paragon, El Desperado, and Yumura versus CRU and the Don Callis family.
What?
wow, they're on the
Yeah.
pre-show yet?
Oh wait, no, is that from? Is the pre-show on now?
It might be.
I might be because they were having matches.
Yeah, they're already into the actual.
Yeah, because I'm getting the results here. What the fuck?
While Ryan's looking at that, do we have all the matches announced for Clash in Paris for next weekend, or are they still working on that?
I don't know. Are we gonna get Cena Logan?
Are we getting Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch, or like?
Okay, that might actually be I need to go take a piss match.
Okay, so Harley Cameron and Statlander and Queen Amita and Willow beat Triple Madness and Megan Bain, who's the only reason Joey Janela is still relevant. Trios World Tag Titles, the Ops, which is Joe, Hobbs, and Shibata, defeated the Bullet Club War Dogs, which is Connors. Well, I don't even know who the hell they are.
Maloney and Robbie X.
Um,
And
so
to open the show, wow.
is Forbidden Door on right now?
Yes,
Yes.
Oh, well, all right.
their first match is already done.
Yeah, Copeland and Christian versus Killswitch and Kip Sabian. And the winners of the match were Cope and Christian. What a crappy.
I guess that feud is over and done with already.
Well, they had to take care of them so that they can go take the tag titles off of FTR after they win tonight. Fletcher versus two of their matches are over with, because now Kyle Fletcher retained the TNT title. Mercedes Monet versus Alex Windsor versus Preparation H.
Preparation
and
H. Oh my god.
Bozilla for the TBS title. We've got Okada versus Strickland for the unified title.
They have a shit ton of titles.
Timeless Tony Storm versus Athea for the women's AEW women's title. The Hurt Syndicate versus Brodito, which is Brody King and Bandino, versus FTR for the world tag titles. Mark my words, Bandino or Brody King will eat that pin because the Hurt Syndicate didn't want to drop the belts to FTR. This might be a match worth watching, a quiet, humble match that will be very good. Zack Sabre Jr. defends the IWGP World Heavyweight title against Nigel McGuinness. That could be a banger.
I didn't know Nigel McGuinness came back and wrestled. I thought he
I
was
was gonna say,
hurt.
wasn't he commentary only?
Yeah, the AEW World Championship match is Hangman Page versus MJF. If Page is counted out or disqualified, he loses the title. And then, of course, we have the lights out steel cage match where it's the Golden Lovers, which is Omega and Bushi, Darby Allin, Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay versus the Death Riders and the Young Bucks and Gabe Kidd.
The hell is a lights out steel cage match?
You just have this thing glow in the dark, and all the arena lights go out.
Well, lights out match usually meant that you couldn't answer a 10 count. So,
Okay. I love how that's the main event, not the championship. So what you're saying is everybody in this last match is above the championship.
because nobody gives a shit about MJF anymore.
Man, isn't he happy he signed that deal?
He must be.
So,
I mean, when the check clears every week, I guess he is, but
check, please.
Check.
telling you.
Please.
And then they're gonna shit on him the minute he leaves to go for the Fed. Like I said, chews them up, spits them out, doesn't want them anymore.
Well, MJF didn't he always want to be in WWE?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think what he's doing, I don't know, probably what he's doing, is making his body of work so big so they have to give him those extra couple zeros. But the last year hasn't been great.
I was gonna say he hasn't been a
It
massive thing since
it
like
hasn't
2
been
years.
great since he dropped the AEW title to Samoa Joe because he was banged up because he worked his ass off.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, we're back. I think we're all a little refreshed except for AJ, who's got to the kid who won't stop crying. Can we? I was thinking about this, and I was gonna ask you offline, but I'm just gonna do it here. Can we make sure that when Paxton gets older and he starts knowing who people are, he just always refers to me as the guru?
That was the plan. That was already the plan. We already have nicknames for everybody.
I don't know his name, but he's guru.
He's guru.
Watch him just show up one day when he's tall enough to be on screen and goes, Master Guru.
AJ, you got some news you want to drop before we get out of here?
About the scheduling for the show?
Yep, and what's coming up?
So, in the near future, we will be switching this beautiful podcast from Sundays due to the wonderful world of sports. The NFL. We would rather not have a scheduling block or conflict with them because they are so big we are going to die.
Well, and I don't know about you, but we're all gonna watch. Won't get anything done podcast.
Wrestling with Nerds probably in the next 2 weeks. I think next week still might be a Sunday show, but after in September we are moving the Wrestling with Nerds show immediately following the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcasts on Thursday nights.
I was gonna say the Sunday show will probably be after Clash in Paris.
Yes,
it'll be the All AJ All Thursday channel.
Yeah, there you go.
I apologize. I apologize.
I will speak on something else. We're gonna break out. I wish I had the soundboard on because I'd hit it, but we're gonna break out the list.
Hold on. Ah, you son of a gun! You didn't wait.
Do you have it? Do you have it? Still hit it because we're gonna see.
You just made the list.
There you go.
I hit it.
We're gonna break it down. It's something that like the Nerds Normal podcast does when they break down their top fives of certain things. We're gonna start doing the same thing just in wrestling form, folks. We're gonna start off with the basics. So in the coming weeks, you're gonna get all four of us. TJ's under the weather, that's why he's not here today. But all four of us are gonna give you our top 5 list of a certain topic. Starting with our top 5 favorite all-time male wrestlers. I'll give you $100 if you can guess mine.
We'll just leave it there. Folks.
Coco beware.
Bird. So it kind of gives us something else to kind of talk about, instead of just what's going on in the week of wrestling.
Those will be separate shows that will be throughout the week.
Yeah, we're gonna break it down and try to get a little bit more content out than we've been doing. I think we were all in much need of a break there at the end of July. We were all getting kind of beat up and worn out. AJ with the kid, and then just in general, it's the summertime. Everybody's got a lot of things going on. We were all trying to get together literally the last 3 weeks to get a podcast out. And then it was kind of like it got to the time and it was like, I could really use the break. So we just took the break.
Or in my turns, I could use an hour of sleep.
Yeah. So.
Because that's not even sleep at this point. It's like.
So with WrestlePalooza being in September in Indianapolis there, Mr. Mike, are you going?
I don't know. Probably
don't
not.
Look at those prices.
I'm probably not going.
Just wait. Just literally plan it out. Listen, plan it out. But don't buy your ticket don't even look at tickets until like the Thursday and Friday beforehand. I promise you will find way cheaper and better seats. But I do have a little bit of a thing that might be some fun for later on next year. I hear that there's a NASCAR race coming back to the outskirts of Chicago.
Yes, there is.
There's been some discussions. Might try to make it out there for that one. So we might have to try to do a on live location Wrestling with Nerds podcast that week, because I'll do whatever I can to get the bald guy up there to come with me, even
There
if
you
I gotta
go.
go get him first.
There you go.
Yeah, you bald guy.
Chicagoland 4th of July weekend, folks.
As
Come
of
on.
right now, it's at it's going to be at the Greenbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The very furthest part away from the ring, at the highest portion of the arena, one ticket is $202, 202.
Jesus.
That is including fees.
Oh, Jesus.
If you don't want to include fees, hold on. Fix it, damn it. Fix it, Tony. I guess they have it made so you have to. I guess it's a law now. Oh, it's $130, that same seat I was telling you, but $72 in fees.
That's ridiculous, man.
Ain't that gross?
That's gross.
Yeah.
You need to go use my app here because I can get you mid-level seats for the same price.
Well, I'm gonna see if we have everybody, because when this closes up, I'm gonna jump in some Discord. I bought the F1 movie.
There you go.
Oh, cool. I mean,
But everybody, take care. We'll see you next week. Stay attached to our social medias, because I know I will be. I know Ryan will be. Mike, I think you have access to the wrestling page. If not, I can get that to you. We will be in live talking about NXT tonight. Maybe not Mike, because he'll be racing.
Yep.
Which, good luck.
good
Yep.
luck, Saw.
Thank you. You guys can.
We'll also
stream
be
it.
watching.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
we tune in. We tune in.
I'll be aggressive. I'm gonna be
for you.
aggressive tonight. I'm gonna be aggressive tonight and be up front. So
We
see
very
what
much
we do.
root for you.
Did you see the paint scheme that I'm running in my league on Mondays? Did I share that to you?
I did. I did see
Yeah.
it. It's cool.
I've got a black and white one in the works too that's got some electric bolts on it and some Hollywood print on it. So I can run it in some other ones. But yeah, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Talladega, just riding the back until there's time to go.
Well, we have
Yeah.
a fast repair, so I'm probably gonna be a little bit more aggressive than I normally am. So knowing that
Just be Ryan Blaney and go from 12th to the lead in 2 laps. You can do it.
All right, Mike.
I might do that.
I unpacked this just for you.
No, he didn't. He unpacked and it just dawned on him that, hey, I could show this to Mike. Don't let him lie to you.
You better bring this sucker home.
What are you, the Rougeau
There
brothers?
you go.
They had a checkered flag.
No, but they used to come to the ring with little American flags while they sing their
I have one
song,
of those,
All
too.
American Boys. All American Boys.
There you go.
I have the whole set of flags up there that somebody got me for Christmas one year. But nah, we'll be rooting for you. The whole Wrestling Nerds and All Star 15 TV guys will be rooting for you because you're attached to the channel, even though we're
Thank
not
you.
on the car. Sucks, but you know, hey, we love you, Mike.
Thank you. Appreciate it. AJ, that's killing AJ.
I was going to say, did it hurt to say I love you? Is that what it was?
No, I root for Mike every week. I think we've watched like the last month.
Yeah, we have. It's been fun.
All right, peace out, everybody. Take care. Good luck watching NXT tonight, boys.
Yes. Have
Have
fun.
fun.
Later.